Avery Ludke. They're out of Illinois. She comes in with an entry time of 16:39, so it's right there in the ballpark. The top three Long Islanders are 16:32, 16:33, and 16:34. And you have Zaida Meal from Corvallis. She's also a 15-year-old, just like lanes 4 and 5. And Zaida is in lane 6 with a seed time of 16:38. But right now, Alexandra's still the only one consistently turning in under 30. Zaida's next with a 30.1. Avery over in lane 2 at a 30.1. Samantha in lane 1, 30.2. If you keep them in those low 30s, you still have a chance. The magic number, of course, when you're swimming as an age grouper coming up, you know, the first time you break a minute in 100 or break 2 minutes in a 200. Well, it's breaking 10 minutes in the 1,000 or in the 1650. It's 16 minutes and 30 seconds, 16.5 100s, 16 and a half minutes. So Alexandra's still looking to make it expand on her lead. And every 50, she gains another 5-6 tenths on the field. And at this point, 29.5, 29.7. Her 400, you see it, she was 353.7. Now, the next girls are flirting right at that 57 to 59 at the 400. So certainly those who are trained to continue to get faster or get stronger, maybe descend by 500s, maybe pick a place and just rock it. I remember at this meet in this pool, the great coach from Tallahassee, Terry Mall, had his distance star, Collis Williams, in the 1,000 the first night. I was here as the assistant coach. And he said, okay, at the 350, you just go. And he was so far behind after 14 lengths, and then boom, he just hit on the rockets, and Collis ended up putting out he won from like heat 7 out of 15 heats, and his last 500 was something incredible. He swam his mile like that. But Terry Mall still turning them out up in area Tallahassee Aquatic Club. This big house here brings back lots of memories. In this particular meet record was done in 2011. I remember this young lady, and we talked a lot about her. At the time, she went 1540.38. You might know her name, Katie Ledecky. Well, that's a heck of a meet record to go after, but Alexandra Siegel is certainly showing the way. She's a 453.55 with a 29.8. Every one of her splits has been just under that 30, 29.5, 29.4. That might be her highest at 29.8. But she certainly looks to be in good control. Second place is currently right next to her. That's I said, is it Zaida Mio? Zaida, and she's from the Corvallis Aquatic team up in Oregon. And yep, after Zaida, currently in third place, Avery Lutke from the Academy Bullets. Avery's in lane 2. Now, when you look at your pool, you can see the coaches giving signals, passing on. Yeah, the guy with the halo head, that's her coach. That's a Long Island coach. That's Dave Ferris. He's one of the best ever. I asked him, you see Ginny right there, Ginny, they're giving him, come on, you guys, you're on it. And I said, so you got these 3 girls are all seated within a second or 2 of each other. I said, oh, my God. I said, do they fight? How do they work? He said, oh, they love each other. I was like, really? That is awesome, because that is the quality of good leadership. Good leadership as coaches, good leadership for team captains. You know, you got a couple of 17-year-olds for Long Island. I'll bet Samantha and Lily show a lot of good leadership there. But when you have a bunch of girls that all swim in the same lane, that all go about the same time, that like each other, man, there's something going right there. And it's been going right there for years in Long Island. And Alex in the center in lane 5, she's still the one at 29.7. You got a 30.01 out of Zaida, so she's coming down. There's also a 29.8 out of Lily. in lane 3. You see now she's moving ahead of Zaida a little bit. And there's another 29.8 on Lily. 29.7 on Alexandra. So Lily's not quite making up to her. But Zaida threw in her own 29.85. So these girls are still flirting with that, hey, I can go under that magic 16:30 mark. I can do it too. But I'm really impressed by this 15-year-old in the center of the pool. 29.85. Boom, boom. 30.0, 30.0. Second and third, Lily and Zaida. Very close there. You can see the coaches in the bottom of your screen. That's a whole coaching area. The teams kind of back them up. This house here, this is the Rosen Aquatic and Fitness Center. I'll tell you folks, if you ever are in Orlando, Florida, come to the big house here. Come visit. You can get a day membership. Rosen Aquatic and Fitness Center is a fantastic place to swim, to do your aerobics. They have learn to swim stuff. It's been here years ago when we first started. It was a Justice Aquatic Center. But I'll tell you what, Mr. Rosen, God rest his soul, R.I.P., had done for this big house in this town and for us, for this meet, have been just fantastic. Alex still in control at the 900. She hits her first 30, 30.10. She's 8:52.7. So still very much in control of her own destiny here and looking very strong as she comes down the last 600 yards or such. But I was talking about Mr. Rosen and what he really did by keeping this pool not just I mean, we remember it in the days when world records were set here. Matt Biondi and Janet Evans and the Olympic trials of 88, I believe it was. But it's been a fantastic pool, the history of it for the state of Florida, the Southeast, the whole nation really have come to this pool many times, and we are blessed to be here and see these young ladies chasing after a record that's Katie Ledecky's. I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah, I remember it. Look where she is right up the road now in Gainesville. There's the 1,000, 9:51.96 for Alex, and she's in lane 5. She went at 29.4. Zaida in lane 6 has a 30.10, and nobody. Oh wait, there's a 29 Lily in lane 3. So, you know, we're seeing a little more movement. The Long Island girls, I told you a lot of times that, you know, Dave will have them on that second half coming back. Ginny, he says Ginny coaches them. I'm sure they both do. Ginny Nussbaum, of course, long-time, great coach, Long Island Aquatic Club. And just always there for her team and colleagues. And I think this is the kind of club you want to aspire to be if you're building a club, young coaches out there. 29.88, 10:51. And Lily now looking like Mom, pulling away from Zaida. Lily on that 50 in lane 3 was 30.01, 30.16 for Zaida. Avery over in lane 2, she's at 30.3. So Samantha, lane 1, 30.3. Those are your fastest 50 splits at this time. And bam, there's another 29.8 for Alexandra Siegel. And that is, you know, she looks like she can be a great open water swimmer. I can't wait. I hope we get to interview her this weekend. I want to talk to Dave. Maybe if she wins this or gets a multiple win. I know the guys from Take It Live can do anything. We're thankful that they're the ones who are providing this great live stream. Look at the quality here. Look at the number of cameras. Look at what we got going on for you. Take It Live. That's what we're talking about. Only the best for the NCSA. And that's what Alexandra Siegel is showing. She's only giving you her best. Man, sometimes we've seen some really close. Well, when we saw the record, I do remember Katie was way ahead when she went that 15:40. But this is a heck of a swim for a 15-year-old. She throws in another 29.8, just like clockwork. Just like clockwork. I guess there's 400 to go, right? 16 lengths. Now 15 when she gets to this turn. 51, yep. And she's not slowing down. 29.8, sticking right with it. Zaida with 30.2, Lily 30.2, Avery 30.2. They're still hanging right in there. Very good swims for all of them. Remember, our fastest swim this afternoon was a 16:46, which will score some points, but it's not going to compare to what Alexandra's doing here. And as she comes in, there's a 30. Her first 30.5, which, okay, you know, she's pretty far up. I don't think anybody's going to catch her, but, you know, it was a 30.2 out of Zaida and a 30.3 from Lily.
So a lot of the girls in this heat are not going to London, so I don't announce London.
And, you know, this race has been just fantastic. And we are just excited to have all of these girls racing tonight. And this year, we have a return to international travel for the NCSA. Now, they have to apply, and the girls have to say they want to go and get a passport. So I'm not sure who in this heat, but as the nights go on, we're going to be able to name our London heat. We're going to be able to tell you, hey, you get first or second. You get to go to England and swim in the Adam Peaty meet. We'll have more details on that as the week wears on. But 29.9 is Alex's last 50 and 29.89 for Zaida. She's making a push. Lily was 30.6. So Zaida making up a little ground right there. You can see those two girls fighting for second, but boom, there's another turn. And 30.15 for Alex, 14.52. Now second place is really tightening it up. Lily was 30.5. Zaida in lane 6, 29.8. Lily in the white caps a little closer. She's on this side. She's in lane 3. Lane 5 is our leader. That is Alexandra Siegel. Barring catastrophe, can't see her getting caught. 30.03 with 4 lengths of the pool left. Now Zaida has taken the lead for second place. Zaida just threw in a 29.9. Lily's 30.5. And it would look like 0.5 of a second separating those two girls. So we'll see if Lily's got any little kick left in her. But Zaida's sure trying to say, hey, I got something, but here's your champion with 50 to go. There's the bell. 30.1, 15.52.8. And boom. Zaida's going to be, they're going to both be right on that magic number 16.30. I think it's going to be coming right down to it. 29.5 to 30.2. So Zaida looks like she's a little stronger coming home. Got that kick up and got it going. But here comes your champion, Long Island Aquatic Club, Alexandra Siegel, 16:21.89. Outstanding swim. Second place does go to Zaida Meal, all the way out from Cornwallis in Oregon. And Zaida's time, 16:27.90, came home in 28.4. And a 28.1 for Lily on the end, 16:28.7. About 0.8 behind for the bronze. Very good swimming, outstanding racing for this final heat. And we'll see where our afternoon ladies fit in. There you go. Can see that. Okay. Good way to kick off the meet, Long Island. And there you go. There's the results of that final heat. I'm sure Avery's a misprint there. She didn't go 33 minutes. She was right on mine. I've got her 16:30.28. I don't know if that was with 50 to go. No? We'll see. We'll see what Avery. But we'll get here. We'll get these final official times, and of course, you can go to our website. And here come the men. Okay, these are the men in the 1,000-yard freestyle. You know, at this meet, we've always alternated back and forth. You see them, lane 8. That was Gavin Buckley, who's in lane 8. He led the guys out. Another Long Island Aquatic Club swimmer. They got 2 of the 8 spots in this heat. But there's lane 1, Alexander Grukalski, Algonquin Swimming, Potomac Valley. William Siegel's in 2, Long Island Aquatic Club. He's getting excited, bouncing around. Samuel Marsteiner from New Wave Swim Team in North Carolina, and his teammate right next to him is Jackson Schreiber, always one of the best distance programs, New Wave. Rockville, Montgomery, 2, not to be outdone in lane 5. Cooper, Zachor Kemney. Evan Gluck from Core, City of Richardson. Yeah, the heroes. He's in lane 6. Lane 7 from Nova, Cooper Dillman. And there in lane 8, we said, Gavin Buckley, Long Island, who led the parade on the march out. There are your 8 boys swimming in the final heat tonight. And we'll let the starter get us going here this afternoon. And there you go. Good, clean start. Glad nobody's trying to cheat the start in that 6,000 freestyle. All right. Well, the meet record, I do remember watching this one as well. The meet record back was 4 years later than the girls, but it was from the same core team. It was from Matthew Hirschberger, Nation's Capital. He went 8:45.11 back in March on St. Patrick's Day of 2015, 10 years ago this week. Hirschberger, 8:45.11. Now, the guys who are swimming in this final heat, they're seeded 909.1 as the top seed out of New Wave, Jackson Schreiber, 909, 909, 910, 911. Those are outstanding times, and your early leader in lane 1, that is Alexander Grukalski from Algonquin. And I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, so somebody will definitely comply. You'd think I'd know after all these years going up and down Virginia. But I do know this, that they have always turned out some of the top distance athletes, and he went a 27.02. Alexander did on his second 50. He still holds the lead. Another 27, that's his 27.5. On the other book quarter, the fastest, 27.3, was Gavin Buckley from Long Island out in lane 8. But he's just trying to get back in it. Very relaxed at this point. Now 1,000 is different than a 1650, of course, no brainer. It's 40 lengths of the pool instead of 66 lengths of the pool. But mentally, and especially when you're talking for the men, about a 9-minute race, that's a lot different than something that's 15, 16 minutes long. And you're going to have kind of a few more games, I think, here with these guys, because no doubt they've seen each other before. They've raced each other before. The fastest guys this afternoon, look at that, everybody together. Boom, 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 boom. At the 250, nice and relaxed. 27.7 to 28.1 across the board. So everybody's kind of in that same mode. The top 3 gentlemen this afternoon, Cole Nelson, that is. He is from Nova of Virginia. He went 909.86, which would have seated him 3rd. Aaron Davidson is currently in 2nd place. He went 9:08.52, dropped about 8 seconds to be. He's currently 2nd. That would have been the fastest time. And our fastest time is out of 16-year-old James Darcy, Long Island Aquatic Club. I'm shocked. 9:06.55. Ha! Of course. We'll see how Darcy's time holds up. It is faster than any of these guys in the pool have ever gone before. Currently now, still a glut near the lead. Everybody's 27. Well, there's a 27.3 out of Jackson. in lane 4, trying to make a little bit of a move, and a 27.3 out of William in lane 2. So you got Long Island and you got New Wave. Starting to step it a little bit. We see any 26s. So there you go, lane 2 again. William moving into the lead with a 27.4. 27.6 on either side of him. 27.4 also for Jackson in lane 4. In the top half, we'll see. It's still anybody's game here. Well, almost anybody, I would guess. You want to still be in touch. Lane 2, 27.42. Okay. Wow, it's 27.4 for Evan in lane 6. And this will be coming in now to the 500. This will be the halfway mark where, in theory, if you're going to do what the coaches call a negative split or come back faster than you went out, you could add these two times together. 4:32.04 is our leader. James Darcy at the 500 was 4:31.97. So these boys have some work to do, or Long Island Aquatic Club may end up with the gold medal in both the boys and the girls events. But this is a Long Island dude in lane 2, you say. Yes, it is. So William, he's just thrown in a 27.4. And that's very solid. He's at 4:59, and Darcy was at 4:59. So they're kind of, right there. And I'm sure they trained. He probably wasn't quite seated as high, but no doubt they trained together. Got some movement over there by Evan Gluck in lane number 6. He's one of Hafner's heroes from the city of Richardson, 27.56. And we got a 27.7 from Jackson Schreiber. New Wave in lane 4, 27.6. Marsteiner, his teammate, in 3. The 27.4 was still the fastest, and boom, 27.3. So Williams getting even faster. 27.7 for Evan, 27.7 for Jackson, and 27.8 for Alexander in lane 1. He's getting caught up. He's going, hey, if Williams going that fast, let me get after him. Nobody else is under 28. Well, I guess out in lane 8. Yes, Gavin has been 27.8. But this race still seems to be on this side of the pool. Lane 2 is William Siegel, Long Island, and he's just thrown down a 27.3. Nobody else, 27.5, 27.7. So every time he does another 50, he gets 2 or 3 tenths faster than the next guy next to him. And 2 or 3 tenths doesn't sound like much, but when you do it 50 after 50 after 50, you start building that lead. But at some point, these guys got to throw down the legs and get after it and say, okay, from here on, I can rock. That time, Evan Gluck, city of Richardson, had the fastest 50. He's in second place currently, and he's out in lane 6, kind of at the top of your screen, trying to give chase. In the white cap down there in lane 2, that's William Siegel. He's been your leader. He was 27.35. So he didn't make up a lot, just a couple of hundreds. But in theory, if these two guys can separate, chase each other, Siegel 27.62, Gluck 27.46. So he just made up another tenth and a half. And you see the counters down at that end. They're putting in 33. It's going to go 35 after that, then 37, then red, because 40 lengths is the race. And I promise you that these guys are aware the big kick is coming. 27.33, 26.95 for the hero. Lane 6, Gluck is giving good chase. 27.5 for Jackson in lane number 4. And this is really starting to rock now. You can see Evan Gluck, city of Richardson, at the top of the screen. He can sense it. Siegel goes 27.37, Gluck 27.16. 2 more tenths closer. It's going to come down. See which of these guys has a kick. There's 75 yards left. Nothing but red for the counters now after these two come back. And we'll see now from wire to wire, from the first 50, well, now the first 50 or so, it's William Siegel, bam. There he goes, 27-16, 26-9 for Evan. Evan, you can see everybody. You can hear them. The teams are going crazy. Can see all the coaches. Whoa, 25 yards to go. It's still a slight lead in lane number 2 for William Siegel. At the touch, it's going to come down. Siegel's got enough to hold on. 9:04.31. Second to Gluck, 9:05.22. Third place is actually going to go to James Darcy from this morning, another Long Islander. But the rest of this heat, you'll see their times in just a minute. Here we go. All the way through. And I think we're getting all the final times in now. Yep. Everybody touched. You can see them right there. We work in Darcy, Davidson, and Nelson. They all under that magic 9-10 number. That's wild. 6 guys going under 9-10 and 1,000 free right here in Orlando. And now we jump, boom, we switch. We go from 1,000, we go from 1,650 to right into the 100-yard freestyle. The women's record in this race, Simone Manuel, you've heard of her? Well, she used to swim for First Colony. That was one of our classic teams here, NCSA. In 2014, Simone went 47.09 to set the meet record. This is the E final. It's just girls 16 and under. And you see their names there, Amy Taylor, Sophia. And there's Samantha Claire Sigrid, Gabrielle and Bryn. The E heat, excellence is in the water. Very good start in lane number 2 there for Taylor Clements. She's looking strong. And in lane 4, very fast at that flip. That was Samantha Reamer from Nation's Capital. But over in lane 7, that's Gabrielle Day. And she turns first, 24:37. Right, it was tied. Gabrielle Day and Taylor Clements. Lane 2 and lane 7. And it still looks like lane 7, but here comes lane 2, lane 4 as they come racing home. These girls all were 51.5 to 51.8 this morning. At the touch, lane 4, Samantha Reamer. NCAP 50.64. Outstanding swim. Everybody got faster. Very happy. Look at that youngster. All right. Up next is the D final. That was the results of the E final. Up next is the D final, which is going to start with lane 1, Zara Bolton. 2, Grace Koenig-Song. 3, Megan Blumenthal. Bluthman. Kara Jones in 4. Lily Gormson in 5. Madeline Bynum in 6. Elise Block in 7. And Lane Francis in lane 8. 4 lengths of the pool. 51.24 was Kara Jones, lane 4 out of Huntsville this morning. 51.48, Lane Francis in lane 8. So literally any of these girls can win. Although we got to give Lily, we got to throw her a bone. She just finished at 16:50 like 4 minutes ago. Well, okay, the guys from 1,000, 14 minutes ago, but give her a break, man. Look at this race on the outside, and there's lane 2. The fastest was lane 2, Elise Block, 24.17, 24.26. Lane Francis, 7 and 8. I'm sorry, Elise is in 7, they're in 8. Up there at the top of your screen, and it still looks like 7, but here comes the house as they come into the wall. You call it. It's lane 2. It is Grace Koenig-Song, and she goes 50.60. Comes home in a 26.18. 50.6. Great swim for Grace out of NASA Wildcat. All right. Her teammate right next to her there. Okay. Next up is the C final. We've got Annabelle Wenzel in 1, Haley Vlek in 2, Julia Saxman in 3, Tessalina Stravopoulos in 4, Bobby Simmons in 5, Caitlin Swallows in 6, Caroline Wanazek in 7, and there in lane 8, Ella Kelly. These girls were 51.01 to 51.24. I mean, you're talking a tenth and a half this morning. Oh my gosh, look at that first turn. Right in the center of the pool. Fastest was Tessalina from Academy Bullets. She went 51.01. But look at lane 8. That's Ella Kelly out there, FMC. I can see her coach going nuts. 24.08. She's the fastest out. That's Ella in lane 8. But they're all right there. Look at this field. 75 turn. It still looks like Ella to me. Ella Kelly. St. Patrick's Day week right here on the outside. Is she lucky enough to get it from the outside as they're coming down the stretch? Can she hang on? And Ella does it. Oh no, it goes to Bobby Simmons. Aquajet 50.45. 6/100ths ahead of 50.51. Ella Kelly. What a great race, girls. Okay, this is the B final. 50.62 to 50.99 today. Lane 1, Elizabeth Bryan, Abigail Chan in 2, Leah Nebraska in 3, Olivia Safarakova in 4, Brooke Corrigan in 5, Isabella Budnick in 6, Paige Kowal in 7, Lily Bella in 8. So I see, yep, the girls are in, like I said, 50.6 to 50.9. The record, of course, we said was 47.0, Simone Manuel. But these girls buried together here. You can call this one, looks like 3 maybe. Yep, that's Leah, Nebraska. And Leah went a 24.26, but, I mean, all the girls are within 10th and a half. It's 75. Still maybe Leah in lane 3. It's a good underwater in lane 2. Really strong there for Abigail, but coming into the wall, maybe lane 7. It is lane 7. Paige Kowal, Academy Bullets. She had been 50.97 this morning, 50.36 to win the B heat tonight. That is just outstanding. All right. So, now we're going to have the walkout. And this is the ladies that were the 8 fastest swimmers this morning in the preliminaries. Lane 8 is going to lead the way. That's her in the gray with the big V. That's Verona area swim team. There they all are coming by. You can tell they're focused. A few with their goggles already on. That was Peyton Flowers who led the way for us. And then as we introduce lane number 1, you see Andrea Dworak from Rockville, Montgomery. Man, I love that team. I'm so glad to be back here. Isabel Bowe for Academy Bullets is in lane 2. There she is. She's focused, bouncing up and down in 3. That's Molly Workman, Nittany Lions, Happy Valley. Tierney Lenahan, NASA Wildcat, 48.99 fastest this morning. Lane 5, Sarah Paisley Owen, Metro Atlanta Aquatic. Lane 6, that's Rebecca Rentz. You see her, Academy Bullets again. Waukesha Express has Ella Antonuski. And we talked about Peyton Flowers. She led the parade, and she's at the top of your screen in lane 8. 4 lengths of the pool. There they all are. 100 yards freestyle. Good clean start. We always like that. Nice long stretch in lanes 4 and lanes 5. Man, Tierney really working that underwater. Let's see off the turn. And that's Sarah Paisley in 5. Yep. They're moving way out in lane 8. That's Peyton Flowers. She's in But lane 4, that's Tierney, 23.30. Peyton's 23.57. You got Rebecca. Rebecca right in there she's 23.55. Boom, center of the pool. I'll tell you, Tierney looks very strong. A big leg coming out of the water there. Oh, man, this is her race. Coming in, holding on to that water. No slip at all. Stretch, 48.55 for the victory. Very nice swim for the young lady, NASA Wildcat Aquatics. And we'll see everybody's time here in just a second. Sarah Paisley got the second with a 49.23. There you go. 49.38 for Mount. Great racing, girls. Outstanding. And boom, just like that, we're on the men's race. We got a tight timeline here. This is the E-Heat. E-Heat for excellent, but you have to be an excellent 16 and under. So, lanes 1 through 8, there they are. Matthew, Tyler, Noah, Andrew, Aladdin, Luke, Benjamin, and Henry. And they're in clean. It looks like, all of them. Nice long swim. Nice long breakout in lane 4. Man, that was Andrew Cito from New Wave. I thought he was going to be close to that yellow marker. You know, you're only allowed to go 15 meters, and you have to break out. Look at these young guys all together. I think it's 4. Nope, it is lane number 6, Luke Hammond. He's from Team Greenville. We know that team, man. Those guys always crank. That is a serious team. But at the 75, Luke's still in the fight. So's Andrew in 4. Look way out there in 7 and 8. Oh, my gosh, this is a pick'em. It could be 8. It could be 8. No, it's 2. It is 2. Tyler Phillips from NCAP. Great finish. Tyler goes 45.54. Henry out there in lane 8. Suburban Seahawks 45.70 for the young guy. All right. Charlie's going to be happy with that. Here's heat 2. We got Jack Fulham, Devin Bone, Lucas Vieri Orodoci, Alexander Heinrich, Matthias Rammel, Brady Zink, Andrew Bluth, and Daniel Burke. Here we are. There's our guys. D final list. Okay. Oh, man. And they are in the water clean once again. Nice breakout over there in lane 5. Matthias Rammel. New Wave. Again, not a surprise. You know, there's certain teams, you know, they're well coached, and people just get it. Kids get their coaching. They get look, everybody's turning together. First place was actually Jack Fulham right down here in lane 1. He was 21.78. But everybody's within 0.2 of a second. 50. Oh, boy. 45.60 to 45.79 this morning for this entire heat. All age 16 to 18. At the touch, it is Alexander Heinrich. Alexandra from the Badger Aquatic Club up in Wisconsin. He goes home in a 23.4 to go 45.22. Take the heat by a couple hundredths of a second. C final is up next. Henry Webb, Rohan Babul, Jason Ross, Yaron Lee, Matthew Batev, Owen Cooper, Evan Tack, and Hunter Zippero. You know, we've got some great officials here in this event. It's tough, man. These guys are all coming. It's so loud, it gets quiet. Another clean start for our boys. We love it. We love it. All right, so the fastest guy in this heat today, you know, currently in lane 4 from NCAP, 45.27. Everybody was 45.59 or better, and that's him. Yaron Lee, he's fastest again tonight. On the way out, he's 21.14. Look at that. Man, he's 0.3 ahead of the next guy. That's pretty serious. He's like, hey, wait. I'm gonna get that time. I'm gonna get that goal. I love seeing this. He's still holding it together, but here they come. They're all chasing him. Lane 5, but nope. He hangs on. Yaron, 44.73. Heck yeah. How about that? How about that? So, you know, I've really only been calling the races. And I told you as the week wears on, we're going to start to name our international travel team. So exciting. We've got 2 more heats of this one. The B final. Henry Groh, Ian Malone, Ethan Chung, Yuri Plaskin, Mika Tennyson, Joshua Donovan, Aiden Kaplan, and Carter Jewell. Boys are in. Rise Aquatic Club out of Illinois has the fastest guy this morning in this heat. That's Yuri Plaskin, 44.78. All these boys within about a half a second. 44.7 to 45.2 this morning. Yuri is first with a 21.30 at that 50 mark. This third turn, of course, always so critical, the transition. Make sure they maintain. Oh, good legs over there in 5. That's out of Mika. And he's coming home strong. Wait, lane 8, it could be. Bam, those legs got him that victory. Mika Tennyson, swim streamline, exactly what he did coming off that last wall. And that momentum took him to a 44-49 4-100 victory. That's a way to finish it out. Hey, coaches, teach your young ones that kind of a finish coming off the wall. Way to go, Mika. And now we have the fast guys. The fastest 8 boys this morning. That's Andrew Vanas from Nation Capital taking the slow walk, making everybody go at his pace. Lucas Bailey right behind him. That's St. Andrews Aquatics. I know those guys. He was in the black sweat. That's lane 7 and 8. We're going to get these guys introduced, starting with lane number 1. You know, Nation's Capital is always well represented here. Joshua Howitt, the 18-year-old, just taking his shoes off right now. That's him in the black suit behind lane number 1. He's from NCAP. There's Dixon. All right, lane 2, that's London Rising, Greater Toledo. Getting his goggles set there, black cap, black suit. Lane number 3 is Evan Whitty. He's from Minnetonka up in Minnesota. He's giving a little love, clapping it up, getting himself ready. Lane 4, the fastest guy this morning was out of Huntsville Swim Association. Look at that jump, man. Luke Bedsole. Next to him in 5, Joshua Bay, Highland Hurricanes. And they're out of Indiana. FMC, I told you, Maximus Getch. There's our boy Lucas Bailey, St. Andrews, heading off to Boston College. And there's Andrew Vanas, lane 8. Wow. Man, these guys could put together a relay. Okay, the referee's telling them to get up. It's a little loud. I don't think they all heard this. And they are in the pool. Great start over there. Maybe lane 7. That's Bailey. No, lane 4 is moving now. That's our boy Luke Bedsole. He's strong right next to him. Joshua Bay. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that turn. Look at that turn out of Joshua. And first 20.50. That was definitely Bedsole. He was coming in down here in lane 1. Joshua Howitt fighting back in, but it's going to be, it is Luke. He goes 43.30, 43.50, 43.41 for Joshua. As we said in lane 1 from NCAP, had a great finish. Came back really strong, really strong. Great racing. Great racing. Whew. Okay. And I think we still have a couple more events before we take our first awards break. Up next, 5 heats of the ladies. 200. I didn't mention 42.54 was Hudson Williams' record from 2 years ago. Yeah. That one, the Ohio kid gets to keep. Okay. First heat of the women's 200 back. You can see their names there. Avery, Celia, Jane, Claire, Dylan, Lindsay, Hannah, and Avery. All right. These girls range in age from 14 to 16. The youngest, Avery in lane 1, 14, from Waukesha Express. And as we said, this first heat is always about gaining experience for some of your best up-and-coming young swimmers who, at this level, it's so difficult. Especially you pay for a plane ticket, you pay for 6-7 nights in a hotel, and you don't even get a chance to swim at night. Well, we say, well, look, we're going all the way to E-final because we believe in these kids, and we want the younger ones to have a chance to swim. And right down here in lane 2 from Rockville, Montgomery, that's Celia Watkins. She's glad we did that. 25.96, so she's first out this morning. She was 2:01.92, the same exact time as Jane Johnson next to her from Elmbrook, and from Lindsay Forball from FMC over in lane 6. So 3 girls tied this morning, but they didn't need a swim-off because they all qualified here. And you got Celia as one of them right here in lane 2. And she is holding down very strong. 30.04. 30.02 was Hannah's split in lane 7. Hannah Carpenter. Hannah's from the Memphis Tiger swimming team. Being an old school guy, every time I see Memphis Tiger, I just see a picture of Dick Fadgen. I think of Chris Kubik and Dick Fadgen. I mean, that's how far back I'm thinking Memphis Tigers. But look right here, talk about the future. It's Rockville, Montgomery. 30.7 for Celia right there. And Hannah, 31.2, still holding down the second place over in lane 7. But as we come down to this last 25 yards, lane number 2, Celia Watkins, Rockville. But over in 7 is a Tiger, and she's fighting, but it's going to be Celia at the touch. Hannah second. 1:59.92. You got it under, and 2:00.42. What a great race. Love seeing these young ones step it up. And they always go faster at night. They always seem to go faster at night. Okay, now we are in the D final. We have Alexa Braceno, Haley Vleck, Rachel Johnson, Sophia Bruggerman, Bobby Simmons, Andrea Dworak, Elizabeth Sistrunk, and Allison Bischoff. There you go. There's all the names. Some great swimming names on that list, no doubt. Girls are off clean. 8 lengths of the pool. Fastest off the block, interestingly enough, Andrea, 0.67. That's pretty quick. Yeah, 1.97 was the slowest. 1.99, so 0.67, pretty fast. You know, you're getting the feet. That's the measurement that we get here in this wonderful computer, thanks to Takeitlive, the best broadcasters on the face of the planet. You won't watch a swim meet and have better quality audio, better quality video, and professional appearance than Takeitlive. So if you ever need to hire the best, that's who you go for, folks. In this heat, this morning, Elmbrook Swim Club Sophia Bruggerman was 2:00.37. Out in lane 8, Allison Bischoff was 2:01.35. So all these girls were within 1 second of each other. And right now at the halfway mark, 57.55, Andrea shows that she wasn't just fastest getting her feet off the block, but she's right now fastest halfway through this race. We said Rockville, Montgomery, one of the teams with a great history at this meet and a great history with USA Swimming, going back decades and decades. One of the nation's and certainly one of the East Coast strongest teams for half a century. Pretty easily say that. And Andrea is doing her part with a 30.15 right there, 127.7. I'd say she's certainly going to go under, barring any kind of catastrophe. Right next to her now, trying to make a move, and a little bit closer is Bobby Simmons in the green cap. This is Andrea touching first, 157.66. 158.25 for Bobby Aqua Jets in lane 5. Third place right down in lane 8. 30.8 on the end for Allison Bischoff. 159.88. Very happy waving. She got it under, coach. Yes, heck yeah. We did that. Here's the C final. Coming up next is Isabella Budnick, Maisie Paradis, Sydney Johnson, Olivia Sina, Ava Eddy, Josephine Pillion, Mackenzie Corey, and Sigrid Nemo. All right. This meet attended by clubs all over the nation. And along one of the greatest age group events on this nation's calendar of age group swimming. Bob Gillette made sure of that, bringing the best 18 and under boys together when the powers that be said 18 and under boys need to go to nationals. He said, well, those cuts are kind of hard when you're 16. Anyway, back to today's meet in this race. Very close. First place down at the bottom, up at the top, Sigrid Nemo, 26.80. But why? Well, it's 25.8 for Corey at NCAP. That should be first. I'm looking at what you're looking at. A lot of close girls in lane number 3. Lane number 3 is Sydney Johnson, Stingrays. She did flip first, 57.20. Maisie next to her in lane 2 from Vast. She was second, 58.24. 57.7, I think, should be second out of lane 7. My numbers might be a little off, but you can see the race. You see how close it is. You still have lane 8, which is Sigrid out there. Lane 3, and then lane 2 is Sydney and Maisie. Then it's Sigrid, followed by Mackenzie in 7. Fastest 50 was actually 30.1 out of Olivia in lane 4. Now she's trying to make some ground up. And maybe with that pullout, it's still lane number 3. Maybe over in lane 8. Look at 8. It's going to be Sigrid with a great finish. She comes home in a 29.46, 157.73. Fastest last 50. Next to her, Mackenzie Corey. Great finish, 29.78. She goes 158.12. And that top of your screen, that did it. And there you go. There's everybody's time. Look at all those girls under 2 minutes. Up next, the B finalists. You're going to have Una Diaz, Fegan Kaminsky, Emma Young, Lane Francis, Elizabeth Bryan, Caitlin Hodem, Macy DeGroot, and Ella Antonuski. Hey, brother. Got a little bit of a hiccup here. Referees seem to be getting under control. Telling everybody to relax. Just relax. Okay. You know, it's just sometimes a little crazy. Gets a little loud. I think that's a good move. Don't pull them right back up. Give them a chance to regroup. This is the girls that finished 9th through 16th this morning. 157.20 to 159.04. Let's see. Up, it seems. Unfortunately, lane 3 seemed to be having more and more. Emma Young from NCAP was just having so many problems with that little ledge, the wedge that they use for backstroke. But anyway, the girls are off and now, and everybody's in, and nobody's DQ'd. Everybody's happy. They were 157.2, as I said, 159.0. So pretty fast heat. this morning, right in the center, Lane Francis. We've already seen her tonight, man. Back again. 100 free, 200 back double. Not bad at all. And she looks very much in control. She was 25-2-8. Is that right? On her first 50? And it's still Francis. Lane Francis, she goes at 29-2 to be 56-1 at that point. Second place is Emma Young, end cap in lane 3. She's 56-82. And you can see, man, I'll tell you, Lane she is not slipping at all. That girl is grabbing the water. That's some damn, really, that's holding the water the way every coach would love to see their kids hold it. And Lane 29-8 for a 125.9 at that point. And she's going to have a heck of a swim. As we said this morning, she was 157.2, but that's going by the wayside. And she has control of this heat, no doubt about it, even though there's a move out of Emma over there. She went 30.5 on her last 50, and she is finishing strong. That Fegan Kaminsky, Lane Francis, Macy DeGroot, 29.30 on the end to get the second, but Lane Francis, 29.9, hangs on for a 155.92. That's an outstanding swim. Very nice racing. We'll get everybody's time. There's Lane. Thumbs up. Happy girl. There you go. Some really nice times. Looks like a lot of people swam faster. And here comes the music. You know what that means. Tierney Lenahan, NASA Wildcat leading the way. There's a little happy Avery Lutke back again. Man, these girls, they don't need any rest. They just come right back. That's some damn good coaching right there, boy. They know they're going to have a double. They got about 20, 30 minutes maybe, and boom, they've got to give 2 all out. But they're probably coming back later for the relays, too. Emma Signa is lane number 1, Nation's Capital. Mia Buff, Greater Toledo, is right there. Got her headphones on. I love that. Gwyneth Frick, Nation's Capital, 3 in a row right in the middle of the pool. You got Gwyneth in 3, Sadie Buckley in 4, top seed. This morning, Sadie was 152.66. Grace Robb, she's in lane 6 next to him. So you got a trio of the end cap girls right in the middle, and then you got Emma out in lane 1. So they've got 50% of the lanes in this heat. And after Grace, you got Avery Lutke, told you, Academy Bullets back again, and Tierney Lenahan, who led the way with the big end for NASA. This is 200 yards of backstroke. The meet record set 11 years ago. Dynamo Swim Club's Kylie Stewart went a 1:49.85. That's going to be a drop for any of these girls, but who knows when the next meet record will fall. Okay, everybody's in. There's our underwater. You see a little bit of that dolphin action. Very good start in lanes 3 and 5. That's Gwyneth Frick in 3 and Alyssa Sagal in 5. Coming off that underwater, it's still Alyssa. I like that turn in 5. You're also looking good. Tierney out in lane 8. Boom. 25.96. Second place is Sadie right next to her. End cap 26.44. So these girls are out strong. Again, 152.6 was the lead time for Sadie in the middle. That was... Now it looks like lane number 5, which is Alyssa Sagal. And Alyssa threw down a 28.1, 54.08. Has the lead there. Sadie also went a 28.1 in lane 4. I'm sure these girls have raced a few times, 200 back and other races together. And they probably know each other very well. And it's still right now Alyssa, 28-8. Sadie, 28-7. Alyssa still has that lead. Alyssa, 122.93 to 123.26 coming into this last 50. It was 4/10. And look at that beautiful head position. It's just solid. Tempo, consistent. And Alyssa, it's yours. A double. Look at that. 151.73, 151.99. That's outstanding duo. A duo under 152. Teammates Alyssa and Sadie from Nation's Capital. Man, that's some cool stuff. All right. Gets us to the men's 200-yard backstroke. The men's backstroke coming up. We'll start with our E-heat for excellent. Top 16 and unders from this morning's heats. You can see the boys there. They'll be jumping in. You're going to have Aiden Terrazas, Crawford Craig, Seamus Rooney, Charlie Harrington, Samuel Barnett, Grant Fleming, Thomas Lathrop, and Benjamin Leginski. This morning, all of these young men were between 149.85, that was Charlie in lane 4, and 151.14, Benjamin out in lane 8. And they all achieved one goal already. Get a night swim at the NCSA. 18 and under champs. Out there in lane 6. Grant Fleming, Suburban, 25.09. Charlie with another young stud. He just keeps turning them out. Charlie Kennedy's been coaching there, only about half a century now. Okay, maybe 4 decades. But he's unbelievable. And he's a great coach, and that's why these kids are always here turning it out. But look at this heat. Now in lane 3, Seamus Rooney. It is St. Patrick's Day after. You know, might be a good day for Rooney to win a heat. Seamus had the fastest in that 50. He went a 27.40 to give you 52.83 at the halfway mark. And way up there in lane number 8, top of the heat, that's Benjamin Leginski. Benjamin, he's got, it's still Seamus Rockville. He went 28.1, but Benjamin went 28.0. We know how those Ole swimmers, they will come back and come back. They always finish strong. Oh, look at this with 25 to go. Oh, my God, it's like shades of the Oakland Live Wires. He got an OLY in lane 8, but look at it pack all the way across, maybe lane 6. It's going to be, yes, Grant Fleming, Suburban in lane 6, 149.72. Everybody's under. Look at this guy. We have second place, Seamus. He's 149.84. Third place, Benjamin, 149.86. Fourth is Thomas, 149.90. Look at all those 148, 149s. Oh, man, that's outstanding. 5 guys under the 150 mark. It's beautiful. Okay. That will get us through the E-heat. Now the D-heat. Benjamin Butterfield, Patrick O'Connor, Jaru Zue, Elliot Renovian, John Chen, Benjamin Wisotsky, Liam Hickey, and Ethan Zhu. Eight lengths of the pool backstroke for the D finalists. All of these young men, 16 to 18 years old. I don't know, we got Benjamin in lane 6. He's 15. 148.91 was the fastest time this morning. 149.80 for Ethan in lane 8. So you're talking about less than a second. 9 tenths. 9/10 separated this entire heat this morning. Well, tonight, lane 1, Ethan Zhu. Lane 8, at the top of your screen, 24-20. Ethan's way up there at the top. We've had a lot of fast turns up in lane 8. And there in the center of the pool, you can see lanes 5 and 4. That's John Chen Nova, the red cap, and then Elliot Ridgenovian. He's in lane number 4. He's from BBA, lane number 4. Says Atlanta swimming. How do we get BBA or BBA? I don't know. We'll have to look it up. But the two of them are having a heck of a race. You got Elliott in 4. You got John in 5. And look over there in 6. That's Benjamin. He's not giving it up yet. 27.09 for Elliott in lane 4. John fell off to a 27.6. Only 2/10 separated them at the 150. But Elliott certainly making a strong move there in lane number 4. Elliot Rijnovin, he's 27.52 back, 147.13 to take the heat. John gets 147.84. Benjamin 147.95. Some great racing there, boys. Will get us there's the results, and now the C final. We're going to have Gustav Ko, Velizar Filipov, Mehmet Bulu Utufan, James Andrews, Cody Watts, Maximus Getz, Casper Lee, and John Murphy. Oh, that's a heck of a backstroke name. Remember the great John Murphy? One of the Indiana swimmer, IU stud, if I'm not mistaken. In backstroke. Anyway, we are looking at the C final here. 147.97. City of Mobile, James Andrews, fastest out of these 8 this morning. 148.89. So again, the entire heat within 9/10 of a second. That's crazy. Anybody can win this one. And right now, Velizar from lane 2, he's out fastest, 24.70. FMC, and he is all over it. And he was 24.70, but 24 now in lane 4. James Andrews, 51.35. He threw down a 26.1 on that second 50. And he's just picked up his tempo. You can see him going into that turn. He doesn't want to mess around with his heat. He's like, look, boys, time for me to move on. You know, at least he's given that effort. Let's see if anybody wants to go chase with him. Tempo's up on that 50. He turns in a 27.26. Maximus in lane 6 at 27.4. You know, Mame in 27.6 in 3 from Odak, but man, I don't know. I think he's going to hold on. Not a great breakout over there in 6. That's still Maximus with a shot. He's going to have to finish. James is trying to hang on, and he will. His time, 1:46.51. Maximus, 1:46.99. Mehmet, he goes 1:47.74. A great race. I love seeing everybody drop their times. Get it done. Be better. Be better today. What was it? Today. Find your today. That was Coach Wooden. Anyway, here we are, the B final. These are the guys 9th through 16th this morning. Andrew Cito, Michael Zhu, Brady Julian, Sean Green, Joseph Warnegris, Curtis Malone, Christian Wester, and Charlie Begin. Get those wedges, boys. You can see our officials intently watching as they place their feet on those little wedges. Yeah, okay, a good start out there in lane number 5. That's Joseph Warnagiris. He's from Winchester Swim Team out of Virginia. And it's tight, though, at the 50. Bam, they're together. It's Sean Green with a 4/100th lead over Joseph. Long Island Aquatic Club athlete in lane number 4 in the white cap. You can see him going into that wall. Good, strong underwater. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. As they come into the halfway mark, it's still going to be Sean. He goes 26-0, 50.62 to lead this B final in the big house. Tempo looks strong. He's not slipping there either. Nice leg speed on the turn. He's coming up, popping up. Joseph not giving up over there in lane number 5, Winchester. Lane number 7, Christian Wester from Huntsville, trying to make a move and get into it. But it's still Sean Green. He goes 27-1. Wester went a 26-9, so he did make up some ground. But he's got too much to go, and boom, look at that 25 out of Sean Green. He just shut the door on this heat. He said, fellas, come on, fight for the silver, because this heat is mine. First place, 144.33 with a 26.5 on the end. Joseph with the second, 145.76. And Christian Wester, 146.24. Gets the third. All right. We know what that means. I can hear the music. Mike's got them rocking already in the background. We are going to see our 8 top qualifiers head to the pool for the men's 200 backstroke. There you are. Give me some 5. All right. Oh, yeah. Some kind of, that's Braden Capon from Academy Bullets leading the way. He'll be all the way over in lane 8. You can see guys making their way around the horn there. And lane 1, there's Maximus Buff. He's got his green shirt on for Greater Toledo Aquatic Club. Griffin Oler, Rockville, Montgomery is next to him in 2. 3 is Zachary Oswald, Suburban Seahawks, Mill-Atlantic. Nathan Zabata, Nova, your top qualifier right there. Hornet has a 15-year-old Luke Vatev. He's in lane 5. Academy Bullets in lane 6. That's Evan Conti. Nation's Capital has Jackson Tischler in lane 7. And Braden Capon back again, Academy Bullets in lane number 8. There you go. You can see all the names. Lane 8 at the top of your screen. Lane 1 right down at the bottom. Eight lengths of the pool. The meet record 140.05. None other than John Jack Conger when he was swimming for Rockville, Montgomery in 2013. Amazing how many Olympians hold meet records in this pool. This meet. It's incredible. And the boys are off clean. That's great. They are in the water racing. This morning, Nathan, Nova, Virginia, was 142.00. So, yeah, it would be a 2-second drop to get a Conger record. I would never say never. That's a lot in a 200 backstroke. But we'll see what goes on here. All these boys have a shot. 145.4 is what it took to get in. That was the young Braden Capon out in lane 8 first. Zachary Oswald, Suburban Seahawks. He's 24.04. And he is leading the way. Coming back. At the halfway mark, it's still lane 3. Yep, Zach, he's 25.7 there, 49.75 on his feet. In lane number 7, Jackson Tischler, he's 50.09, 0.3 of a second, so he's right there. You know, now it's tightening up a little bit. Look at it across the board. Oh my gosh, it's a pick 'em. You pick 'em. It's officially still Zachary with a 26.66, 116.41. But man, there's everybody right there. Now, look at lane 5. Look how smooth that Luke Vatev is coming off that last turn. Has he got enough? Man, look how it's a nice turn. Nice breakout. Oh, it's going to be Luke at the wall making it look easy. But Nathan Zabata, lane 4. I'm on the wrong side. It's Nathan with making it look easy. Look at that time. Nova, 142.91. Nathan Zabota, Nova of Virginia. Great finish. 26.16 on his last 50. 142.91. All right. So the Conger record holds another year. And we move on to another recognizable record. You ever heard of Victoria Husk? How about Tori Husk, the great Olympian from Paris this summer? Well, in 2019, Tori swam in this pool for Arlington Aquatic and went 22.96 in the 50-yard butterfly. So that swim still stands as our meet record, and we're getting ready for the E finals in that event. This is down and back, 50 butterfly. Our girls, you'll see their names up here, lanes 1 through 8. Karina, Leah, Lila, Madeline, McKenna, Alara, Emily, and Natalie. Hey, I know that girl in lane 6. She swims for us. Alara Hurwitz. Go, girl, go. All these girls, the best 16 and unders who didn't quite get in the top 4 heats. Very tight. Looking at that turn. Coming off the wall, very strong over there in lane 4. No, I can't pick it. Maybe 7, maybe Alara. It might be Hurwitz. I don't know. At the finish, nope, it's going to be Madeline in lane 4. Bynum, great swim there. This morning, she was a 25.61. Now she's a 25.31. So that's good. Looks like they all got a little faster. Good swimming, girls. Always fun to race at night. Next is the D heat. Carly, Avery, Bryn, Mauve, Mallory, Claire, Lara, and Linnea. Lanes 1 through 8. 50 butterfly this morning. Maeve O'Donnell in lane 4 from NASA Wildcat was 25.40. Lane 8, Linnea Florin, Rise Aquatic, 25.50. 8 girls within 0.10 this morning. So, obviously, anybody can take it. Really good turn over there in lane number 6. I'm pretty sure that's Claire Conklin. But look here. Claire still maybe with a slight lead. I don't know, off of that wall. Can she do it? Mallory Ferguson, lane 5. 25.02. Outstanding. Very nice. See all you girls. Get a little faster. Get up and race. There you go. There's everybody's times. C final up next. Isabella, Caroline, Elise, Sophia, Savannah, Ariana, Adeline, and Ella. And they're in. See that underwater. Fastest this morning in this heat was Sophia Jimenez, Blazing Barracudas, 25.11. Took a 25.38 to make the C final. And maybe lane 6 is looking strong at the touch. It is Ariana Nikolai, Academy Bullets. 25-18 this morning, 24-8-7 tonight. I'm sure those Bullet coaches are happy. That is a nice little swim. Next up, the B final. Sophia Bruggeman, O'Brial Mackay, Sarah Paisley Owen, Sarah Bolton, Maeve Collins, Annabelle Wenzel, Grace Robb, Lilia Barber. O'Brial is the youngster, also Lilia, 15. Down and back. 24-7-6 for Zara to 24-9-6 in this heat this morning. And looking at that turn, oh boy, from this angle, I can't tell you. Maybe lane 2, maybe lane 5. I don't know. Look at 7. Oh, geez, it's 2, it's 7, it's 7, it's 2, it is. Lane 2, that's your girl from old LY. Only 24-2-7 for Aubrey. Outstanding, Mackay, Aubrey. Oh, yeah. Just happened to have Coach with me. Very happy about that victory from lane 2. 24-2-7 is over a half a second drop and a 50 from this morning. Man, that's a beautiful swim. I would have put her in like 3rd or 4th this morning, but we'll take it. Here come the finalists. Leading the way is Isabel Beu. She just slipped by Academy Bullets. You see them all come by. Yeah, give me some knuckle. Oh, yeah, that was Rocket Aquatics. Julia Saxman in the purple. She's going to be over there in lane 5. Lane 4 is going to be your top-seeded swimmer. The youngest one in this heat is Huntsville's Abigail Chan. But let's start with one, Rebecca Rentz. She's from the Academy Bullets. She's 18. Here's another 15-year-old Aquajets has Sigrid Nemo back. She's back again already. She just swam. Molly Workman from Nittany Lions got another swim going. We said Abigail Chan. There she is, your top seed. She went 23-73. There's Julia Saxman. We talked about her purple sweatshirt, but he's going to rock it in lane 5. Lane 6 is Peyton Flowers again from VAST. Big cheering section there. Leah Nebraska, New Albany Aquatic, is in 7, and Isabel Boo, we said, led the parade, but there she is in lane 8. 23-7-3 for Abigail. The next fastest, Julia, in 5 was 24-1-6. It took her 24-7-4 to make the top 8. Okay, here's the fast heat. It's a start and a turn, right? How you break out. Very fast. Looking at 4, looking at, oh man. Underwater's really strong in 4, but yep, she's going to come up. It is Abigail still looking, but 5, it's going to be a tie. Julia and Abigail both go at 23.96. It is tie for first place. Very nice finish, especially for Julia Saxman. Rocket Aquatics. She did come home like a rocket, no doubt about that. Outstanding racing, girls. So a pair of champions in that heat. And we'll move to what is the men's, or the boys. How do we say it? Yeah, it says men's in the program. 50 butterfly E final. Vellies are Jerry, Luke, Aiden, Theodore, Mitchell, Grant, and Ryan. These guys all 16 and under, remember? First heat, a little age restriction. Give those young guys a chance to race at night on their way up. Very fast out of lane 4. That is Aiden Mominovic from Nova. And he finished first twice in a row out of these 8. I don't know, lane 5. That's Theodore at the touch. It is Aiden, 22.37. Just ahead of Theodore. He's very happy with that. A big splash. Everybody loves it. Yeah. Heck yeah. 22.3, maybe got the team record. Who knows? He's happy he got his goal. Next is Heat D. The D final, Cole, Daniel, Ian, Alexander, Robert, Matthew, Campbell, and Michael. There they are. Down and back. Lane 7 and 8, New Albany guys out of Ohio. Rockville Montgomery has lane 4 with Alexander Youngblood. He was the fastest out of this crew with a 22:49. Everybody 22:61 or better this morning. Very tight, of course. Maybe lane 6. Here comes 7 at the wall. Anybody? It is lane 3, Ian Miller. 22:29 from Webster Bluefins out of Niagara. Second going to Matthew Ferguson, FMC 22:41. Good heat, boys. Up next, the C final. Braden Nagel, Quinn Marciani, Hunter Zipperer, Jared Goldstein, Phelan Crowley, Andrew Plouffe, Ian Lutz, and Tyler Phillips. The 16-year-old from NASA, Jared Goldstein in lane 4, went 22:27 this morning. He's out strong, but so is the field. Maybe lane 5. That's Phelan. Maybe. No, at the touch, it is lane 3, Hunter Zipperer. Pava Panthers from Potomac Valley. He goes 22:06, almost got that magic 21. That's a great drop for him. Very nice race. Very nice. That's going to get us to the B final. There's everybody's times. We're going to have Jason Ross, Rohan Babul, Andrew Vanas, Mika Davis, Nathan Carr, Aiden Kaplan, Noah Van Zwieden, and Samuel Marsteiner. Lane 8, he comes out of the 1650 or 1,000, I guess it was tonight. Jumps into a 50 fly. Gotta love that. And he's got a pretty good one going over there. Who knows? In lane number 4, look at that turn. Okay, that's Mika Davis. He's gonna get this heat. 21:52 for Mika, lane number 4. Outstanding swim. Second place was Sam Marsteiner, 21:92. He goes to 21:9 after he's doing his 1,000 a half hour ago. That's crazy. I love it, man. I love it. That's the kind of coaching we love, too. And now here we go. There, we're going to see the A final boys. Mataus Ramel, New Wave teammate. He just saw Sam rock that 50. He said, I got to be faster than Sam. He's focused, goggles on, coming down. Guys are psyched. Oh, there's our guy, Lucas Bailey. He's back again, another big final. This is going to be, got a good tan, Lucas. Lane number 1 is Greater Toledo. Maximus Buff is back. Lane 2, the 15-year-old Hornet age group, Luke Vatev. Greater Toledo has London Rising in lane number 3. You see GTAC there. You see their qualifying times. Fastest guy was Luke Bedsole, 21:15. We already saw him win. Right next to him, Lucas Bailey, St. Andrews Aquatics, 21:52. Ethan Chung, NASA, he was 21:62. Henry Guo, Hinsdale is going to be in lane number 7. There's Ethan still in lane 6. Yep. There's Henry. And over in 8, that's the guy who let us out. New Wave Swim Teams, Mataus Ramel. Okay. And they are in the water clean. Really good start. Lane 4, lane 5. Oh, Bailey maybe with a good turn. Who knows? We'll see if we can get this one. Bedsole definitely. They're both just coming out of that 100. Bedsole with a great underwater there. That's going to get him this victory. It does go to Luke Bedsole. What? Huntsville 21-38. Second place going to Henry Gual. Oh, man. And that's Hinsdale. And he went to 21.56. Lucas Bailey, St. Andrews, 21.63. Look, great racing, boys. Very nice. Very nice. So that gets us to where we're ready for relays. But I think before we do the relays, let me check this timeline. I believe we have a little awards break, if I'm not mistaken. Seems like everybody's a little relaxed. During the awards, we will always turn the sound audio of your pictures over to our public address system, and Mike will take it from here.
And we are staging our award winners at the entrance area to the facility. We'll be using our starting blocks as our award stand. That way everybody can see it and photograph. And our first presentation going to be the ladies 1650. And swimmers, if you were in the final heat, you need to get your way over to the award staging area. Right now, bringing them out, the ladies for the 1650, a time final event. And in 8th place, Sasha Carafin of Long Island Aquatic Club. 7th place went to Ivy Salt of the Aqua Jets. Alexandra Fox in 6th place for the Condors. 5th place, Samantha Anderson of Long Island Aquatics. 4th place, Academy Bullets, Avery Ludke. Into the medals now, the bronze medal going to Long Island Aquatic Club, Lily Gormson. The silver to Corvallis Aquatic Team, Zeta Mile. And number 1, posting in with the winning time of 16:21.89, Long Island Aquatic Club, Alexandra Siegel. And ladies, turn around and say a big hello to the folks in the grandstands. Also the cameras right here at the starter stand. You're going out live over the air. We want to see that smiling face. And our next focus, the Gentlemen's 1000 Freestyle, another timed final event. In 8th place, New Wave Swim Team, Samuel Marsteiner making his way down to block number 8. We're using the starting blocks as our award stand. Occoquan Swimming, Alexander Krocholski in 7th place. Gentlemen, go ahead and step up. In 6th place was Cole Nelson of Nova of Virginia. 5th place, New Wave Swim Club, Jackson Schreiber. 4th place, Aaron Davidson of New Wave Swim Team. And into the medals now. James Darcy, Long Island Aquatic Club, getting the bronze. James, wave to everybody. Evan Gluck, the silver for core swimming. And number 1, William Siegel of Long Island Aquatic Club, posting with a 9:04.31 to take the win. And again, gentlemen, we have cameras at the starter stand, cameras facing the audience. If you would please turn around and say hello to the folks at home, wave at the camera, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. Our next focus, the ladies 100 freestyle. And bringing them out in 8th place, Verona area swim team, Peyton Flowers. 7th place, Academy Bullets, Isabel Bowe. In 6th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Andrea Dworek. 5th place, Waukesha Express, Ella Antonuski. In 4th place, Academy Bullets, Rebecca Rentz. Into the medals, the bronze went to Nittany Lion Aquatic Club, Molly Workman. The silver to Metro Atlantic Aquatic Club, Sarah Paisley Owen. And number 1, NASA Wildcats, Tierney Linehan, posting him with a winning time of 48.55. And again, ladies, looking over here at me, the announcer, and looking at the camera, say hello to everybody over the live stream going out to the country, watching what's going on. Big wave. I love it. Congratulations, ladies. And our next focus, the gentlemen's 100 freestyle. And in 8th place from St. Andrews Aquatics, Lucas Bailey. 7th place, Greater Toledo's London Rising. In 6th place, FMC Aquatics, Maximus Gauche. 5th place, Nation's Capital, Andrew Vanis. 4th place, Minnetonka Swim Club, Evan Witt. Joshua Bayett getting the bronze for Highland Hurricanes. The silver going to Nation's Capital, Joshua Hawat. And number 1, posting him with a time of 43.30, Huntsville Swim Association, Luke Bedsel. And again, a big wave to the cameras, gentlemen, right there at the starter stand. Say hello to everybody out in the United States, around the world. They're all watching this meet. This is the one to watch. Congratulations, gentlemen. And it's the ladies 200 backstroke. In 8th place, Greater Toledo, Mia Buff. 7th place, NASA Wildcats, Tierney Linehan. In 6th place, Academy Bullets, Avery Ludke. In 5th, Nation's Capital, Emma Signa. 4th place, Nation's Capital, Gwyneth Frick. Into the medals now, the bronze going to Longhorn Aquatics, Grace Rabb. The silver to Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. And number 1, posting in with a winning time of 151.73, Alyssa Sagal. And our focus now on the gentleman's 200 backstroke. Oh yeah, we got to stop for photographs. That is a great thing to do. You need to look at the camera and wave hello as well. Bringing out the gentleman for the 200 backstroke. 8th place goes to Nation's Capital, Jackson Tischler. Academy Bullets getting 7th place with Braden Kappen. Academy Bullets getting 6th place with Evan Conte. In 5th place, Greater Toledo's Maximus Buff. 4th place, Suburban Seahawks, Zachary Oswald. The bronze going to Rockville, Montgomery, Griffin Euler. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Nathan Zabata. And number 1, posting in with a winning time at 1:42.72, Hornet Age Group Swim Club, Luke Vadev. And big smiles for the camera. Gentlemen, turn around and say hello to our audience, our support group, and say hello to this camera over here at the starter stand, going out over the internet live stream. Congratulations, gentlemen. And our next focus, the race that we are going to talk about for years to come. I don't even believe this one. The ladies 50 butterfly. 8th place going to Academy Bullets, Isabel Bowe. 7th place going to Knit Lion Aquatic Club, Molly Workman. 6th place to Academy Bullets, Rebecca Rentz. 5th place to Peyton Flowers of Verona Area Swim Team. No 4th place. 3rd place, a tie. New Albany Aquatic, Leah, Nebraska, and a Aquajet swim team, Sigrid Naimo. No 2nd place. We had a tie for number 1. Huntsville Swim Association, Abigail Chan, and Rocket Aquatics, Julia Saxman. Both getting the gold. Amazing. How did you girls do that? And again, saying hello to the cameras, saying hello to our supporters up in the grandstands. Our parents, friends, all of them watching live. And now the gentleman's 50 butterfly. 8th place going to New Wave Swim Team, Matus Ramel. 7th place going to NASA Wildcats, Ethan Chung. In 6th place, Hornet Age Group, Luke Vadev. In 5th place, the Greater Toledo Aquatic Team, Maximus Buff. In 4th place, the Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, London Rising. The bronze going to St. Andrews Aquatics, Lucas Bailey. The silver to Hinsdale Swim Club, Henry Gow. And the gold, the big points, posting in with a winning time at 21.38, Huntsville Swim Association, Luke Bedsole. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. Again, live streaming out to everybody in the country and around the world. I do believe it is relay time. In about 5 minutes, our relay team's getting ready behind the starting blocks. And at the starting blocks, that's Verona area swim team at block number 1. Swim.
Well, it's just about that most fun time of the evening. Relays. I'll tell you what, relays at the NCSA Championship take on a whole nother level of team camaraderie, excitement, thrills. And we'll see it here tonight. It's a 200 medley relay. We got the 3 fastest heats of the ladies and then the 3 fastest heat of the gentlemen. The relay record set by the famous Elmbrook Swim Club up there in Elmbrook, Milwaukee area, Wisconsin. The team of Wanazek, Thomas, Stoll, and Wanazek win a 136.77. I think that would win a lot of state 200 freestyle relays across the nation. And that's a medley relay, folks. So in the first heat, like I said, we have 3 heats. We have Verona area B team in lane 1. We're going to have Swim RVA A, and they're in 2. Huntsville A in 3. Elmbrook is in 4. Aquajets in 5. And we got Rockville, Montgomery in 6. FMC Aquatic in 7, and Long Island B team. So you have the B teams from Rockville, FMC, and Long Island, and Aquajets. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1 are all B teams. So you're talking about some of our bigger teams out there. And getting after it tonight. We'll also start to be looking at some team scores at the end of tonight. You know, it's always a big team meet here. Some of the teams at multi-site versus some of the single sites. We have backstrokers. Looks like we're about ready. I'll tell you who the backstroke swimmers are going to be in this very first heat. Verona is going to lead off with Maisie Paradise. Actually, since we have time, I'll tell you who's swimming all 4 lengths. For Verona, you got Maisie Paradise, Lauren Konarsk, Harper Paradise, and Kira Kittleson. Swim RVA, Sydney Kaufman, Eliana Kute, Libby Miyashita, and Ellie Mirenfeld. Huntsville A team will be in lane 3. That's going to be Abigail Chan, Ellis McGraw, Kara Jones, and Tatum Scully. As we said, Elmbrook A Besides their old teammates holding the record, they're in lane 4. Sophia Bruggeman, Haley Johnson, Caroline Wamazek, Kate Lucian. 5 is the Aqua Jets B, Bobby Simmons, Ava Allingham, Sigrid Nemo, Macy Malinsky. Rockville B in 6, Kelly Kincaid, Fiona Sunjaya, McKenna Carswell, Gabrielle Day. FMCB in 7, Kylie Thompson, Lauren Jablonski, Sarah Jurius, and Anna Pansing. And all the way down there at the far end in lane 8, that's Long Island B team, Allison Hayes, Madison Lynn, Karina Day, and Samantha Anderson. 2 lengths of the pool, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and freestyle in that order. Seem to be having another issue, this time in lane 4 with a little backstroke ledge, the wedge, the whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't seem to be. There we go. Okay, now got a little bit of help. Let's see from the aquatics people here. As I said, the Rosen Center here for fitness and aquatic is really just, it's a fantastic building. And what these folks do, they work so hard all year round. And when they invite us in here every spring, when we have this big championship event, it really does sparkle a little bit more. And but we're having a little jam up session here. We're going to lean 1. We're getting the top. Athletes in the relay, they all have their own type of relay start. Some want to step over the top. Some want to. That's why you see the girls in lane 1, and they're kind of playing with the top of their. You can't quite see them there, but lane 2. But I think the issue is still the backstroke ledge. Are we waiting, perhaps, for a new piece? But see if I can overhear what the officials are saying. You see the Elmbrook coach. These guys, man, what a great history they have. Getting them pumped up. It's like, girls, okay, we don't need that stinking ledge. We don't need that wedge. I'm sure they're bringing in a new one. We must have a backup. And so Mike's got some dance music going, and everybody likes that. We keep it loose here in the big house. Okay. So our backstrokers in the water. That's Sydney, Maisie, then Sydney, 1 and 2. Abigail, Sophia, 3 and 4. Bobby and Kelly in 5 and 6. And 7 and 8, Kylie and Allison down there. These girls have been just hanging out, waiting. Here comes the maintenance man with the new backstroke wedge. He's going to fix lane 4 so that everyone's on an equal playing field. It definitely makes a big difference when you can put your toes up on that edge. You know, even though the pads themselves are usually built pretty good. You know, even if they're brand new, they're great. As they get older, they get a little more slick. But when World Aquatics, formerly FINA, introduced the ability to use these little ledges, these little wedges, it definitely made a big difference in terms of the way. There we go. Just give the thumbs up. These kids can get a great backstroke start. Okay. Now, here we go. So Sophia seems happy with her new wedge. And let's see. All these entry times for the 200 relay. They use the 400. Most teams don't have too many options to swim the 200 relay or the 50s a stroke. So as they go, they try to use the 400 seed times so that we tend to have the better medley relay teams or the better relay teams in the final heat. Backstroker in lane 3. That is very strong. Abigail Chan. Abigail 25.05. Very nice split in lane 3. She gave way to Ellis McGraw. Still has the lead over in 7. Lauren Jablonski for FMC is really making a good, strong move. And lane number 5 looking good there. Ava Allingham for Aqua Jets. But it's still going to be your team from Huntsville, Ellis McGraw in lane 3, split a 29.60. 29.0 out of FMC's breaststroker. Lauren Jablonski was the fastest. And now you're in the fly leg, and it's still these two teams. Lane number 3, Huntsville. Lane number 7, FMC. The fly splits out of lane 3, 24.61 for Kara Jones. And out of lane 7, that was Sarah Jurius. And she went 24.75. And now the freestyle leg coming over that turn. It's FMC out of Illinois with a great freestyle anchor, and they get the victory in this heat with a 23.21 coming home, Anna Pansing, and that gives them a 143.41 to lead this event so far. Remember, we had some time finals this afternoon, and now we have 2 more heats this evening. Backstrokers getting ready. Lanes 1 through 8. Claire Conklin, Brianna Ming Wong, Camille Zenas, Olivia Musick, Lane Francis, Una Diaz, Aubrielle Mackay, Catherine Boutry. How would you pronounce that last name? Mackay. Aubrielle. Okay, we'll just call her Aubrielle. Mackay would be if you live in the Cayman Islands. They may be Mackay. But anyway, she's had a hell of a night already. Look at this, winning her heat. And lane 7 out to a very strong start. That's Aubrielle for OLY. First at the 25. They are moving. She's going to hand off to Grace Aguilar Fernandez. Lane 7, lane 6 is going to be Kyra Patan. Next to her, over here in lane 1, Olivia Moore. And first place at that first 50, 23.52 for Aubrielle. And now look at lane 4. Man, we're seeing a very fast breaststroke leg. Swimming in lane 4 is Alicia Budashak, making up some good ground in there. Also in lane 7, Grace Aguilar Fernandez hanging on, and she's still going to have the lead. It is going to be NASA and Oli. Lane 4, NASA was Alicia, split at 29.04. Wow. And now we've got a few 29s, but look at these fly legs. Out in lane 7, that's Ellie Dameworth. In lane 4, it's Adeline Koenig. And look at lane 1, great fly leg out of Maeve Collins. They are fast. Fly leg in lane 1 was 24.29. That was your fastest. 24.8 out of OLY. Man, but look at lane 4 freestyle. Are you kidding me? Maeve O'Donnell. Unbelievable. Oh, what a finish. Maeve O'Donnell touching out. OLY, great relays. 142.88 to 143.27. 22.78 for O'Donnell on the end of that. A 22.69 on the end of FMC. And that was on Ella Kelly coming back. Another great race this evening gets us to the fastest heat. The top 8 seeded teams. Backstrokers are going to be Elizabeth Baker, Mackenzie Corey, Tierney Lenahan, Avery Lutke, Alyssa Sagel, Abigail Moore, Olivia Sina, and Celia Watkins. Academy Bullets with two teams, an A and a B in lanes 4 and 6. And you got Aquajets, NCAP, NASA. NCAP has two teams. And then you got Verona and Rockville. Wow. This is a heat. Very strong backstroke in the center of the pool. That's Alyssa Sagal over there. And she does touch. Well, actually, they give it to lane 3 first. Lane 3 was 24-1-3. Tammy Linehan, very fast. Look in the center of the pool. It's still lane 3. Swimming breaststroke is Grace Koning Song. This is lane 3. That's a wild, man. Look at those times. I'm looking at first place is still lane 3. NASA 27.68 on the fly for Zara Bolton. No, we're doing that now. It's a fly. She's in the water now. That was a breaststroke. Wow. Wow. The fly leg split 24.09, 23.98. For lane 4 at Academy Bullets, Ariana. But look here in this big heat. They are so tight as they're coming down. Lane number 3 is Maren Shimkus, but lane 4, Rebecca Rentz. And it is lane number 4, Academy Bullets, 139.19. Just about 3/10 ahead of the NASA Wildcat. What a race, girls. The medley record of 136.77 stays intact. So we move to the boys. The boys race is up now. 3 heats. The first heat, you've got Pava Panthers, Huntsville Swim, St. Andrews Aquatics, Academy Bullets, Badger Aquatics, Hinsdale, Long Island, and Swim RVA. Backstrokers, Owen Cather, Judd Ludson, Connor Brindley, Braden Capon, Matthew Glod, and Craig Crawford Craig. We've got scratches in lanes 7 and 5. And they are off. Okay, we said these 400 medley relay seed times sometimes put in strange bedfellows, but the backstrokers getting ready to hand off. The breaststrokers, Paris Garvin, Samuel Barnett, Carlos Flores Pinedo, Tanner Spillane, Robert Hargrove, and Jack Clippinger. First place, Academy. Braden Capon, he split a 21-2-9. Second one's Connor Brindley for St. Andrews. He had gone 22-71. Braden gave them that big lead, but here comes breaststroke. Oh, Carlos Flores Pinedo making up some great ground for the Scots. Look at that St. Andrews team. He hands off. He must have. His split was 25-6-7 for the fastest breaststroke split. Wow. And now you got lane number 3. That's Lucas Bailey for St. Andrews with a great underwater. Seems to be taking the lead. He's going to be handing it off to Paul Polka-Tragul. And Lucas's split, he goes 21-1-2. Paul Polka-Tragul looking to get home. He's being chased down by Dennis Babib, but I don't know if Dennis has enough. Paul's coming in. He's going to touch the wall first. St. Andrews 130.70 to lead the way going into the last 2 heats. Paul Polka-Tragul 20.56 on the end. 1944 out of Huntsville. That was Brandon Soliga. We got to watch him in that 50 freestyle. Man, he made up some ground. All right. So now we go to heat number 2. This is 200. Greater Toledo, Rise, Nation's Capital, FMC, Old Dominion, NASA, Nova, and Suburban backstrokers. Maximus Buff right here in lane 1. Oh yeah, we've seen him in lane 1 a bit. And Lee Casper, Alexander Erickson, Parker Chan, Mehmet Bulu Ertufan, Owen Hyun, Brady Julian, and Zachary Oswald. Full heat lanes 1 through 8. Time to beat 1:30.70. St. Andrews Aquatics down in Boca Raton, Florida. The backstroker is getting it out. Lane number 4. That's Parker Chan. Good underwater. Yep, he's look at lane 8. Man, that's Zach Oswald. Here come the Seahawks. Charlie sneaking it in on the outside. 22.01 for that split. Wow. In breaststroke, David Ivory out there in lane 8. He's got the duties. The other ones, Oliver Lazenby, Joshua Wang, Jesse Monto, Noah Pelina, Aaron Donmez, Noah Chen, and Spencer Ridge. Look how tight it is, folks. Lane 4 and lane 6, slight lead. That's FMC and NASA. Flyers in the pool. London Rising, Daniel Burke, Tyler Phillips, Matthew Ferguson, Ian Lutz, Rohan Babu, Ryan Smith, and Grant Fleming. Wow, your fastest breaststroke split. 24-7 out of NASA. But here's a fly in lane 1. Wow, 21-1-3 fastest fly split. That was London Rising. He gave way, but look at the freestyle now. Lane 4, Maximus Getch coming home against Brady Sanchez in 1. But it's going to be Maximus over there in lane number 4. Bam, 1:29.36. So that puts them now in the hot seat. Only one team beat the quartet from Boca. And that will mean that lane number 4, FMC Aquatics, will be leading the way going into this final. Okay, 7-6, 7-0. 130.68 NCAP B, so that might be one more in there. Third place, so 2 in that heat, 1 in the first heat, and now the fastest seeded heat. So this will be our last race of the evening. We'll be back every night this week, and I can't wait. Okay, Rockville, Long Island, NCAP, Aquajets, NASA, Nova, New Wave, and Atlantis. Quinn Marciani, Reed O'Connor, Jackson Tischler, Nathan Carr, Gustav Cole, Nathan Zapata. And they're in clean. Far end, Andrew Cito and Elliot Rinjovan. These names we've already been calling. A lot of these guys have swam a couple times already tonight. 50 back, 50 breast, 50 fly. Breaststrokers, Oler, Kuzniewski, Madsen, Warrain, Timmerin, Wolf, Holloway, and McKillop. And bam, way out there, 22.04 for Elliot Rinjnovian. And his breaststroker is Patrick McKillop. But man, the breaststroker Matthew Wolf for Nova in lane number 6 really had a great first 25. He's popping right up. Don't forget lane 1, that's Griffin Oler. And now we're looking more. Boom, there we go. It's out. It is going to be Nova 24.44 on that breaststroke leg. That's our fastest breaststroke leg of the evening. He gave way. Matthew Wolf, that's incredible. Where are we going? Lane, look how tight. You got Nova over there in 6 in the red cap, but then there's NASA Aquajets. Oh my gosh. 21.20 for NASA. The flyer was Ethan Chung. He went 20.98 for Aquajets. That was Mika Davis. But look at the freestyle. There's no question. That's lane number 5. It's the Wildcats. Aiden Kaplan came home in a 1948. NCAP had a 1945 out of Joshua Howard. We had another 19.4 earlier. We had a lot of really, really fast swims there. And let's see where we end up with this relay. Wow. So you have 6. All right. Well, it's been one tremendously exciting leadoff evening here in the Big House at the Rosen Aquatic and Fitness Center, International Drive, Orlando, Florida. Set your DVDs, set your computers, put your watch on. Remind, for the next 4 nights, we will be coming to you 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time each night. My name is Sid Cassidy. I proudly serve on the NCSA Board of Directors for many years, and I love bringing you all this wonderful live stream. Don't forget, Takeitlive is how we do it. We're thankful. We'll kick off tomorrow night with some awards, and you guys get some rest. It's going to be a big week. Thanks for watching.